Good morning, happy Friday, and welcome back to the NOFO Live podcast, where I, Sunitha, along with my co-host Tracy, we hop on every Friday and talk about all things North Fork. The weather's really gorgeous because I have to give my weather report first. It's been nice and warm. It finally feels like summer is staying and lingering, although I would say yesterday, today, and tomorrow it's starting to dip back into the 70s, which is beautiful. Just a little cool, I would say, for the water. Although I did go in yesterday at sunset, it was beautiful. Tracy's running a couple of minutes behind because she has to drop Tilly off, and life of a young mom with a young kid. But I'm going to take this opportunity that I have a couple of minutes to talk about a pop-up that I am doing at NOFO Style. I will be popping up on tomorrow, Saturday, from 5 to 8 at the Low Tide Bar at the Soundview. If you haven't been, you need to go check it out because fire pits along the stretch of the beach and obviously a bar on the beach. And as everybody knows, it is one of the most spectacular places to catch a sunset. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I was talking about, I know you were going to be a couple of minutes late, so I was filling everybody in on a pop-up that I'm having tomorrow. And obviously I want everybody to come. Good morning, Pete. And see the robes and see the bags and see the jewelry. But I just feel like the Low Tide Bar in of itself is a reason to go. I know
Yes,
you went there for a birthday party once or
yes,
something. Like it's an
yes.
easy place to hang out, right?
It is. Tilly and I are planning to come see your bags and see you and give you a little company. So hopefully we'll see some other
Yay! That'll
people
be
too.
super
Yeah.
exciting. So that's tomorrow. And then, of course, today, which is Friday, I mean, I've been raving about this Greenport Farmers Market ever since it started. So I am so excited that we have Pete on today from Treiber Farms to talk about this farmers market. Good morning, Pete. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Well, we've had
Hey.
you on before and it's so much fun. So welcome back.
Thank you.
It's been a
uh,
while. Were you on last year or the year before?
I think 2 years ago.
Oh,
Was
okay.
it that long ago? Wow.
Yeah.
Tracy,
Wow.
time flies when we're having fun here.
It sure does.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys are booked up. It's hard to get a spot on the show.
It is.
Hey, but we make room. I feel like sometimes we joke that we need to make this an hour-long segment so we can have somebody for a half hour and the second half hour, and then next thing you know, I could talk all day. So there you go. Let's jump right in. For everybody that doesn't know, this is Pete Treiber Jr.
Yeah.
Okay, just I didn't know if you used the title or not.
I do. I
Uh,
do. You got to differentiate between me and
Senior
Pops.
and
Yeah.
senior.
Yeah.
So let's start with Treiber Farms first, and then we'll hop into the farmers market where you are also a participant, correct? So give us
Yes.
a minute about Treiber Farms.
So Trieber Farms. Well, I'm celebrating my 10th season on the
Get
farm,
out of
which is
here.
really exciting.
Wow.
Yeah. So I moved out here in 2016 and joined my dad, who bought the first parcel in 2014, and then we sort of like really got things going in 2016, and yeah, been out here ever since. And yeah, it's been great living on the North Fork and building this business and being a part of this community. What's new at this point about Trieber Farms is we're certified organic, which is really exciting. That happened this May.
Woo, congrats.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not an easy process
no,
No.
from what we
no.
hear. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of paperwork, a lot of due diligence, but we'd already been doing it. It's just a matter of getting the like the stamp of approval and making it official, which is really great. And for us, it's like I don't know, it's a sort of affirmation for the work that we've been doing. And oh, hold on a sec.
Oh.
Oh.
Peach is the dog. Wanted to be part of the interview. Here's my hat. Very
I
good.
love when I see him. I love when I see him in your Instagram stories and
Yeah,
reels because he really is a farm helper.
yeah. She's. I say that she's the number one, or she's been the employee of the month for 8 years now. So I'm sorry to all my other
Other hardworking
coworkers.
employees.
It's she's just the best. So
She holds the title.
she holds the title. So anyway, yeah, we're really excited about being certified organic. I mean, especially being at the farmers market, it's really nice just to say yes. to people, when they ask if you're certified organic. So that's exciting and new. And I've also been joking that now we'll be rich. Now
Oh, is that
we'll
why
be
you got
rich
into
farmers.
farming?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is like a restaurateur saying he got into the restaurant business to make money.
Yeah,
Because
yeah. It's totally, yeah, it's it. So now we can it just feels like we can we can add a little value to our name and our brand, and that's really nice. And that feels really good. Our farm store is still open 7 days a week during the season, and we started getting 1610 sourdough dropped off every Wednesday, and that's like such a nice sort of community moment for us, like having somebody as popular as Ayana working with us, and it gets people in the store. People love her
and
bread, and I love her
her
bread.
bread is
Yeah,
amazing. It's
it is.
amazing. I mean, she's
Yeah,
very sweet and lovely,
yeah,
but barring that, her bread is amazing.
yeah,
So it's a
And
great combination.
it's
Pete,
a
go
great
back.
combination.
You said during your season. When is your season?
So it's like a few weeks before Memorial Day, and probably into November.
Okay.
So as long as people are out and about, the store will be open. It's an honor system store, so if you have cash or Venmo. And aside from Ayana's bread on Wednesdays, we also have a freezer filled with local beef from NOFO Cattle Co. We have some soups and some pestos in that freezer as well. We also have some Ayana's frozen loaves, and we also do her pizza dough. Which if you like to make
Oh,
pizza at home, her pizza dough is also sourdough, and it's incredible.
I'm
It's
coming by.
so
Wait,
tasty.
I'm gonna come by today and get some. Do you have any right now?
Yeah, we do. We
Okay,
do. And they come in these
coming
nice
by.
little like paper tubs. They look like pints of ice cream.
Awesome.
But the dough is it's like the bread. It's incredibly tasty. So we're just like constantly trying to make the little on farm retail experience pleasant and nice. And we sort of rearranged the store, and it feels a lot bigger. And we've got all sorts of jarred goods and some merch, and so I'm really pleased with that. This is the second season of the farmers market, and then we also wholesale to restaurants. And right now we're at North Fork Table and Inn, Silver Sands, which has Nookies and Eddie's, Leon 1909 on Shelter Island, Little Fish in Southold, and then we work with Chef Ryan Carroll. So we've got a nice little roster of wholesale accounts. Um,
We
and then we
love
can.
we love hearing about the restaurants and the farms where the food
Yeah.
comes from, because I feel like it just totally changes the experience when we go. I know, Tracy, you and I just went to Eddie's last week,
Oh,
and
Eddie's is the
knowing that
best.
some of the food came, and of course Little Fish. I think we're so lucky to live in a place where you literally know your farmer and know where your food comes from.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
And you were talking about what's new at the farm, but I just want to give a shout out to my personal favorite for what's old at the farm is that truck. Because if somebody doesn't know where Treba Farm is, and you're driving past on, I don't know what road that is,
South.
north of Maine, I never know the
South.
Well,
name.
Yeah.
you
South.
can call it 48. You can call
Yeah.
it the North Road. You can call it Sound Ave.
I'm always so confused when
I
people
feel
use
like
different names. I'm like, the
Middle
one
Road
by
as
me.
well.
This is how I reference it. The one by me, not the one on the other side.
Right. There's only two, so it's
yeah.
So this is the one by me. Yeah. But that iconic old truck with the flag painter, it's just a spectacular. It makes me smile.
it's
And
great.
even though I've lived here so many years, every time I drive past it, I feel like I want to pull over and take yet another picture.
Yeah.
It's just perfection. I love it. Okay, tell us how, first of all, the farmers market in Greenport has been around in some form or the other, but for some reason, I don't know if it's this season or since last season, it really seems to be growing. And so talk a little bit about how, I know you're involved in the whole market itself, so talk
Yeah.
a little bit about how that came about.
So I participated in the last time there was a farmers market in Greenport was in 2018, and it was indoors at the Ice House across from First and South,
Yes, I remember
and it
that
was
one.
only in the fall.
Okay.
And prior to that, they had been out in like the ball fields near the skate park, and then before that, they were in the parking lot behind the IGA.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Okay.
There was an
So
unofficial outdoor in the parking lot. I remember that one as well.
where
Yeah,
are they now?
we're in Mitchell Park.
Right by the
Oh, see,
carousel, right by the
We are
carousel.
we are
time I've
on we
been
are on
picturing.
the hardscaped part of the park on the water.
Oh, this whole time I've been picturing across from First and South because that's the last time I went.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
2018.
Okay.
And yeah, 2 winters ago, I was sort of continuing to lament to my farm manager that there was no farmers market out here,
Mm-hmm.
which is crazy. There's one in, and this is sort of like the stat I like to pull. There's one in every town in the Hamptons.
Mm.
From West Hampton Beach to Montauk, there is at least one farmers market, and there was zero
And
on the North
I've
Fork.
actually been to the one in Southampton, and I know farmers from here end
Yeah,
up having to go all the way there.
yeah.
I ran into a
I,
few
I
that
was
you
doing
guys
Sag
farm.
Harbor.
Yeah.
I was doing
Yeah. I
Sag
remember
Harbor
you doing that.
previously. So, I understand that a lot of the farmers out here have their roadside stands and they have their businesses. But I think, for a community to have a gathering place like a farmer's market is such a
Mm-hmm.
no-brainer. I mean,
Yeah.
anywhere I've traveled around the United States and even abroad, I'm going to a farmer's market. I
Yep.
want to meet people. I want to see, the towns and the cities. I want to see people gathering, see what they're buying, see, what the different sort of, areas are growing, whether it's Arizona or Charleston, South Carolina, or, someplace in the Mountain West.
Well, it's also a fun thing to do, like with no matter who you're with, whether you're with friends, with your family, you get to learn about the community. You don't feel bad about spending money on fruit and vegetables. So you kind of like get your souvenir at your jam and your salts and all your different stuff. And it's like a perfect way to celebrate wherever you're
It's
visiting.
great. Yeah, and a lot of folks are out here for weddings, or they're visiting friends, they're house guests, and a perfect thing, like you said, Tracy, to like go grab some jam, a bouquet of flowers,
Yeah.
maybe a bottle of wine. We have rotating local vineyards every week. We have a different local vineyard there, sampling and selling wine. So yeah, I was lamenting and complaining about not having a farmer's market and wanting to market ourselves out here because doing a market in Sag Harbor really wasn't beneficial to our business.
Yeah.
We're making sales, but we're not making connections locally in our community. So Brooke was like, well, why don't we just start the Greenport market again? And I was like, wow, what a novel idea. So we reached out to Mayor Kevin, and then Mayor Kevin put us in touch with Paul Livesey, who's a local Greenport guy, to be the market manager. And Paul did all of the background paperwork and got us in front of the village board in the winter of 24, and we were open by May of 24. So like we pushed it through, and we did all the meetings and heard questions and concerns from people in the community. But I mean, I really, personally, I just really thought it was like a no-brainer. I was like, we just have to do this. And
Oh, I think you
Maybe
maybe just
lost you.
got a
Maybe you got
call.
a call.
Yeah.
Wait, Pete, we can't hear you. You have to swipe up whatever the notification is for you to come back.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Now
you're
we
back.
can.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a great opportunity for those who have small businesses that don't have the roadside retail. Not everyone can do that.
Oh, but
So
even if you have the
Well,
roadside retail, right? I'm thinking for somebody like me, like one of my favorite farms recently has been Golden Acres. And
yeah,
they're great and they're awesome, but they're closer to you, Tracy.
yeah,
And I guess I'm lazy to make the drive all the way there. But Greenport is closer. So even
right.
though you can go to the farm and you can go to Treiber Farm, there's something about wandering around and having a selection. I'll pick my tomatoes from here and I'll pick my berries from
Well,
here.
Yeah,
and also we always talk about, like, one of my favorite things about this show is that every time we ask people what their where their go-to farm stand is and what they get there, it's always a different answer.
right.
But a lot of us don't have time to go all over the place. So this gives you an opportunity to go and maybe sample some of those things to decide, all right, I'm putting this one in my rotation now. I'm going to take the time to hit that one.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's nothing sweeter than seeing somebody walking around, with a bike basket or a bag or like a regular,
Yeah.
wicker
Yes.
basket filled with flowers and a loaf of bread and some berries and some beef
Well,
jerky and a bottle of
us
wine.
us Instagram influencers purchased market bags just for that,
Right,
Peter, just so that
Hey,
we
right.
could
hey,
take the
I
picture.
made I painted my own non-influencer bag when my
Oh, that's
studios.
right. Yours
First of
turned
all,
out great.
thanks. Well, I enlisted my husband to do the painting. He's the true artist. But first of all, let's just go back to the location that you talked about, Tracy. bravo for picking that location, because even though it is a farmer's market and you're there to pick up things and go, the space itself lends to being there, hanging out. I can't tell you how many times I picked up something and then just opened the pickles and started eating it there on
Right.
the picnic basket. And the one of the times I came home, maybe a couple of, there was a live band playing live
Yeah.
music, and I was like, I could just hang out here all afternoon.
Well, and you just hit the nail on the head that location, if someone is here on vacation and visiting, that location kind of ties everything we always talk about why we love living here. You've got the water, you've got the community, you've got the farmers market, you've got the nature, like it's everything all in one. So
Yeah.
it's just one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we get folks coming off the ferry from Shelter Island. Folks are coming in. I mean, there's always somebody, rolling a bag, their luggage through the park, coming off the train or the bus. Yeah, so I'm so grateful to be there. The second season has been phenomenal, and I'm just really excited that we got it going. And I'm just hoping that it's got some legs and some room to grow. And one of the decisions we made when starting the market is that it would be all sort of like food focused, and so like no
Like
crafts yet.
farmer focused. I love that.
Proper
I love that.
farmers market, to begin with, and like maybe somewhere down the line we'll invite some folks that make candles or jewelry or something like that. But we really wanted to be focused on the food and people that make sort of like value added products, whether it's bakers or the beef jerky or
Well,
you
you
know
also have meat. You also have people that
we have
raise
meat, we have
cattle and cheese.
mushrooms, we have
Yeah,
wine, we have
fish.
cheese.
Yes.
Do we
Uh,
fish? Yeah.
well, the Clark's Island seafood had to bow out for the year. They were just like stretched a little thin. Um, but we did have fish, and we do have NOFO Cattle Co. And so I think it's a really nice balance. It's small. I think it's perfect. Yeah, and the space again, like as a vendor, like being on the water all
Yeah.
afternoon on a Friday, it is such a
Yeah.
pleasant way to end the week.
It only feels like
Um,
half work. It doesn't even feel like full work.
yeah, and for us personally at Treber Farms, it's a great way to market ourselves. And I get to meet neighbors and friends and introduce myself to folks that have maybe driven by the farm a million times or have been to the farm store or haven't yet been to the farm store. So it's really just like a win-win-win for us, and I think the other vendors would agree. It's really nice to be out there and marketing yourself in the community.
Peter, tell us what time the farmers market is on Fridays and when do you foresee the season ending?
It is 2 to 5:30 every Friday.
Okay.
Today, like today.
Like
Yep.
today. Today is Friday. And we foresee going into probably like the second week in September.
Okay.
We went through Labor Day last year into the first or second week of October, but it really slowed down. A lot of vendors sort of like had to call it quits in late September. So yeah, we're hoping like a week or two after Labor Day.
And
Okay,
when
so
do
I
you
just
anticipate the season starting again?
We start Memorial Day weekend.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
okay, and so I just want to give a shout out to Jermaine at North Fork Seafood. If you would like to participate, here's your opportunity.
He
But can
he
you?
yeah, he does the Sag Harbor Market on Saturdays, and
Uh,
that's sort of like his bread and butter.
Yeah,
So,
but I personally would like to see him there
I'm
filleting. I
oh,
mean,
me
just
too.
I'm
Me
watching
too.
flying
his
scallops
craft is
today, so
like.
Yeah,
yeah.
me too.
I mean, if Tracy and I need to man his cutting table, we're always up for some knife lessons. But I was gonna say, can you name? I mean, I know there's so many, but can you name a few of the participants that are currently in the rotation for the market?
Yeah, sure. So we have Golden Acres Farm. We have 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝘀.
Ah, you cut out again. You cut out again, Pete.
Yeah,
You cut
you get
out with your
another call.
notification again.
Sorry, I was getting a phone call. Yes, we have Golden Acres. We have Consider Bardwell Cheese. We have 𝗧𝗵𝗏 Farm. We have Deep Dive Farm. We have the rotation of local North Fork vineyards. Who
I saw
else?
Suru and Leave there. I saw Saltburn
Yeah,
Cellars in that spot.
Bayberry Bakery, Fields of Dough, 1610 Sourdough. We have the Pickle Guy. We have Matitup
You forgot your
Mushrooms.
neighbor, Desette. Like
Yes,
I'm going through the
Dsette
circle
is
of
there.
whose tent
Ursula
is
is
where.
there. Ursula's baked goods are out of this world, and if you've not had any yet, it's a must, and
Well,
it's super tempting being next to her all day.
well, wait, I want to say this. People associate dessert with chocolate, and yeah, she
Right,
does have chocolate, but it's too hot for her to bring chocolate sometimes. So
right.
she has been making, I guess, pastries.
Yeah,
She has like croissants with like
yeah,
ham and brie, and she has
yeah.
a vegan carrot cake square.
The vegan carrot cake is ridiculous. It's so good.
Yeah. And she had like Dubai. I mean, she just
Oh,
like
shit, the Dubai
her
chocolate too.
talent is limitless, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty over the top what she does every week for the market. Yeah, so that's a few, and everyone's yeah, really good at what they do. You know, there's Greenport beef jerky. So yeah, I think it's a really nice balanced collection of vendors, and I'm hoping to expand in years to come, and hopefully like the proof is there, the proof of concept for the space and the time slot, and you will get some more folks to show up next year. But I'm really pleased with it, and yeah, I'm just really happy that the Village of Greenport. I just really want to like thank them for believing in it last year and helping us like really push it through because we wanted to make it happen in 2024, and I'm glad that we're the first year's behind us and we're well into our second season.
Well, Pete, I really want to give a shout out and point out that not everybody would say, hey, we need a farmer's market, and then actually go start it. And, you know, this show is all about community. And,
Mhm.
you know, those of us who know you're also a really big part of the art community. And, you know, you are always taking steps to better our community and give everybody a place to commune in multiple different facets. So, you know, for those people who don't know you personally, you know, we really want to thank you on behalf of the community for
Thank
all
you,
that you do.
thank you,
Yeah. Yeah.
thank you so much. That's very very kind and much appreciated to hear. I do love living out here, and it is an absolute blessing. And as I sit here in the sun talking about the farmers market and talking to two folks that I've known for a few years now, it's really yeah, it's really pleasant and nice. So thank you for having me on, and
Well, farming is hard work, and I think for anybody who's tried to grow their own $64 tomato, you know how you know how hard it is. So
yeah,
for you, and to Tracy's point, for you not only to be the farmer in the field, right, but then also the businessman who has several other ventures that you've kind of dabbling into, to then also take on the responsibility of setting it up. I mean, obviously you have Paul and others on your team,
yeah.
with the logistics, but it's an undertaking, and it really does benefit all of us. I have a question about the music because I really enjoyed that. Is that every week? Is it planned? Is it how's that working?
Music on. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's every week. I mean, I think there's been like one week where that trio of fellas. I wish I knew their names. That's Paul's realm, but I think it's so pleasant to have like a guitar, a bass, and a fiddle just playing in the background. It
Oh my
really,
gosh.
really
Like
like
under a tree, under
it
a big
ties the
tree.
whole.
They
Talk
just
about
sit
it. I
under a
love it.
tree. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Just
they're
waiting
sitting right
for
next to Aldo's in the shade, and it's really just like a lovely. Uh, it like ties the whole market
it's
together.
like just waiting for the Hallmark channel to show up and
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
film the city girl
the
over with the
carousel.
yeah,
There's like the carousels running. There's three older gentlemen playing music. There's a farmer's market. The water's
yeah,
right there.
All,
Yeah, it's
all those
pretty.
coffees, all those coffees next door.
Yeah,
So if you buy bread and you want to grab a cup of coffee and start
yeah.
drinking, I feel like
yeah.
I'm living in France.
Grab a coffee. Come to the market. Get some pastries. Pick up some groceries for the weekend. Buy a gift for your host for the weekend. Yeah, and then go wander. Go walk around all the other shops. I mean, it's really like a great jumping off point for your afternoon, Friday afternoon in Greenport.
I'm in. Sunita, if you have nothing to do today, I'll meet you there later.
I mean, this is what I do on Fridays now. It's crazy. And I will
Yeah,
say, warning,
Sunita's there every week.
I don't even know
I'll
what
be
I'm
there.
buying is the problem. And now what's happened at the beginning, I would just grab everything because I see it. Now I really have to pace myself because I hate to be the kind of that buys the produce and thinks I'll cook it and then it just sits there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's a couple of things that one of the, I think, I forget is it CL Provisions or something that farm is called, and they had spicy purple radishes. And by
Oh yeah.
spicy, I mean sharp. They were
Oh,
great.
coastal provisions.
Coastal Provision, yeah. So
Yeah.
great, but they're farms that I've never seen before, and now I found them later. They're at Charnews, along with some of the other local farms
Yeah.
in Southwold. So it's a great way to kind of discover things that and now I'm becoming the connoisseur, Tracy. Like I buy my radishes from here, and I
I
get
love
my
that.
basil and bok choy from Golden Acres, and that pickle guy. I'm sorry, I forget his name, but the beet pickles and the all his pickles are
Yeah. The
just
pickles
great.
are really good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good
Well,
stuff.
before we let you go, Pete, we're going to ask you the NOFO Live 5, even though you've been on the show before. So if you were going to take Sunita and I out for a meal this week, where would you take us?
I like how you're getting more specific. Like this week, let's go
Yeah.
this week.
Breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Whatever you want.
Your choice.
I mean, you're farming, so you decide.
Weekday or weekend.
Your
Oh my
choice.
Mm. I would say. I mean, I really like a treat for myself is like a Saturday, like later morning egg sandwich from Eight Hands. And
Ooh.
then, a coffee drink, and then go sit outside and see the sheep and some of the cows and the chickens. That is to me, and that's been like a tradition for me for years, ever since they started making sandwiches. That's like a real treat for myself. So I would bring you to Eight Hands. We'd get some sandwiches or whatever else you wanted to snack on, and we'd go sit outside and eat it in the sun.
Love it.
Oh my God, I just want to savor that for a minute because one, that sandwich is amazing. And two, those views. I mean, if
Oh,
you just sit there and do nothing, that
yeah.
that that version of Zen. But I love that as a farmer, you picked another farm. I just love
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I,
that.
I, I love what they do. And they were some like really early friends. And my first winter out here when the former head chef and baker, Julian Shapiro, was there. He was the one who helped start the whole food program there. I did a little stage, a little internship with him one winter. So I got to work in the kitchen. And so that place has a spot near and dear to my heart. And I'm just glad that they're still here and they're still, kicking butt. And, they put out a really good product
Yeah.
across the board. So,
Yeah, everything. The
uh,
farm and the market, like the
yeah,
food market, both
yeah,
of them.
everything about it. And one last thing, one last like little plug. We are participating um, in a fundraiser at RGNY this weekend for my friend's nonprofit arts organization that's based in Oaxaca, Mexico. And it's tomorrow and Sunday, and I love their work. They're like big community members in Oaxaca, and they have children's programming and women's programming, and it's international and local. And yeah, there's still tickets available, and it's going to be a really great event. There's going to be a bunch of artists there and some performances. And RGNY is great and wonderful, and so is the nonprofit. It's called 𝗂𝗂𝗙𝗂, and we donated a bunch of food, vegetables, and other things for the event. So it's my last little plug.
Tag us in the
Yeah.
flyer if you're posting, and we'll reshare it.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Okay, sunrise or sunset? What do you catch on the farm, or where do you go?
Oh, I just put in a Dutch door in my kitchen. Are you familiar with those?
Yes.
Yes.
Where the yeah, so
Yes.
I had one at my grandparents' house. My grandparents had one, and I always really liked that. And so this spring I bought one, installed it myself, and so the sunset is like right out my kitchen door, over the farm, over my high tunnel, like where we grow the cucumbers. So opening the top of that door and looking out in the evening when I'm cooking dinner is
Wow, that's is
Just
this
10
a
out of 10.
added a scene onto the Hallmark movie.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It was designed with that in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, just getting as much enjoyment out of all the little things.
okay? So a technical question because I've always loved Dutch doors and I would love to have one.
Yeah.
But how does it work weatherproofing wise? Because isn't there a slit in the middle now of some sort? Like, can it be an
So
exterior door?
there's weather stripping
I see,
between the
like on
two
the bottom.
halves,
Okay.
and you get hardware whether it's like a latch or something that keeps the two halves together
I see.
when you want it to be fully closed. But we'll see this winter if it holds up. It's fine right now, and yeah, we'll see. We'll
We'll
see
see.
if there's like a snow drift in my kitchen one morning.
Yeah.
Uh, well, yeah, we'll soon find out. But for the time
Okay.
being, it's great.
Yeah, I love the idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if you're going to be partial to hard cider, but I'm still going to ask the question. Brewery, winery, cocktail, mocktail, what might we see you enjoying where?
Well, actually, I mean, so I do love a good cider, and I've actually started a cider business myself, which we can like talk about. You can have me on
We can do
again
another show. Yeah.
for a different business when that launches. But I've actually I will say I'm proudly I've not had a drink in 11 months. I wanted to take a break,
Yay.
so
Good job.
Good
um
for you.
yeah, I really, as a farmer, like I'm using my body every day and my mind, and I got to show up and I got to be here 100%. So yeah, last September I just decided to take a breather, and I'm 11 months in, and honestly, I've never felt better.
So
So
have you
Amen.
so have you tried, this is my usual drink when I can, is a filthy full martini, which is water with the brine and the olives in it, like just hold the martini. But it's
that
so
sounds really
filthy because I
nice.
put a lot of brine in it. So
Yeah, that
it's
sounds great. No, I've been doing a lot of the NA beers. There's like a ton of great
Yeah.
options these days. And I've also just like been making some. I made like a cordial this spring, which was like a fermented drink with chamomile and strawberries from the farm,
Wow.
and a little bit of honey. And then I made another one with elderflower and lemon juice, and I just have that like in a big jug in my fridge. And I mix it with ice and seltzer, and
Yeah.
so it's like a little
that
soda,
sounds like a
and
Tracy. That sounds like something Tracy would drink all day long.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes, it
it's delicious. And I have obviously there's lots of things on the farm that I can experiment with, and so I've been enjoying it. It's been nice.
Okay, so when you launch the cider business, the hard cider business, maybe along with it, there might be one of these options available for people to enjoy based
Yeah,
on your
maybe
choice.
I've honestly considered just like having like a canned uh,
Yeah.
cider, just like no alcohol or low ABV. So
Yeah. I like that. Well, you've kind of answered this question, but if you were going to make a meal at home tonight, what are you picking up from what farm stand?
well, I'd probably go grab some ground beef from my own farm stand, and I might make like a bolognese
Mm.
with some squash. Um, and I've done this dish recently where I'll use the mandolin and I'll cut the summer squash or the zucchini super thin, and basically like cook that down for a while with like garlic and onion, basically till you like melt the zucchini and the summer squash till it's like really really super soft. And I'll maybe add some ground beef to that, and then just mix it in with like a simple spaghetti. I've also been making ratatouille because we're sort of like in peak ratatouille season with tomato, squash, summer squash, zucchini, and eggplant. And I think that's just like a really nice slow cooked veggie stew, and just like add that to anything.
Well, I
Um,
don't know if you grow your own corn, but Farmer Joe's is on here from
yeah,
Greenport, which is where I stop
Farmer
and get
Joe's
my
corn
corn.
is really good,
Yes. Well,
super
I see
sweet.
him here. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So
Ursula
yeah,
just joined, so let Ursula know that you'll be stopping by. Ursula, you might need extra pastries today because we talked a lot about your deliciousness.
I'm
Yeah, you
extra
might need
hungry.
more carrot cake than normal. Well, Pete, thank you so much for being on the show. We've shared earlier what you mean to the community, but tell us in your closing statement, what does the community mean to you?
The community has embraced Trigger Farms in a big way, and I feel like there was plenty of struggle in the beginning. Personally trying to figure out this new farming business and moving to a new place, and living in a seasonal area. Um, but after 10 seasons, or in the midst of our 10th season, I feel stronger and more at home than ever. So yeah, just thank you to everyone that's believed in us and supported us, whether that's the restaurants or you just personally coming to an event or coming to the farm every week to pick up a box of berries. I really appreciate you supporting us over the years, and everything that we've tried and everything that we continue to do. So I'm just really grateful to be on the North Fork, and I'm really grateful to call it home. So thank you to everyone for supporting us and for supporting the farmers market and all the other vendors there, and keep showing up. It's a really wonderful place, and we need each other more than ever.
Yep.
Well, thank you for all your efforts in getting this market started. The market is in Greenport on Mitchell Park from 2 to 5:30 today
Yep.
and the rest of August, and
Yep.
potentially 2 Fridays in September,
Yep.
depending on the weather and what
Right.
goes on, right?
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. And I will see you guys tomorrow evening at 5
See you
o'clock at
later.
the Low Tide Beach
And later
Bar.
at the farmers market.
Yes, we'll
Oh,
see you
yeah,
there.
later at the farmer's market. That's understood.
Yeah. Thank you,
Okay.
Tracy.
See
Thank you,
you guys
Sunita.
soon.
Take
Bye.
care.